All right, guys, Jake from Full Access UTV. Today, I'm pretty excited to be talking about a very brand exclusive thing we've got going here. And it kind of try to cover 20 points in this video. So this might be a long one, might be a short one. I hope it's shorter than longer, but hey, KRX 1000 air filtration is an absolute known problem. If you watch our other video, and I will link it in the description, watch that video. We talk about the air filters and the known issues and actually how it's completely failing. This is an air box from a brand new KRX, by the way. It's failing around the air filter, and you're bringing dirt into your air tract. The air tract brings it right in, brings it right into your intake. So they have a known issue. Oddly enough, we just got back from Rubicon. We've been testing out these new UNI Air filters, and we have zero issues of anything getting in the air tract. And we've actually had that air filter in there at least 4 times as long as our other air filters. So one of the things that I want to show you guys is 2 different things. So kind of bring these up there and show them to you. So this is a bone stock Kawasaki air filter. This particular air filter was in the crawler KRX, and it has 34 miles on it. And if you guys look at it, you can clearly see the dirt is blasting past the seals and right into here and coming right into that tract. That is where the dirt is entering your tract. That's one of the major things. The other thing is the pleats in these things. Well, we already, I was gonna say we shook it out, we did, but not that good. The pleats and everything are not really holding back enough dirt. This is the other one we were selling. And again, you know, everybody knows, man, they've been trying to buy air filters from us. You cannot get these things. We've wiped out every warehouse in the country, and they're just impossible. Same thing now, if you want to look at this one, you're not going to see those dirt tract issues on here because I was trying to use a little bit of shoe goo. But again, man, I went to Austin, Nevada. I had one trip on that filter, and not that one, the one before or the one after it. And again, one trip, you know what I mean? And we ran in Austin, Nevada, and I had dust and I had dirt in my intake tract again. And I'm just like, I'm over it. So regardless, this has been in the works well before even that trip. We had to wait for samples to show up, so on and so forth. You guys, we have tons of these, and this is the final end all. UNI has been the #1 leader in off-road filtration for, I believe, over 50 years. These are oilable lifetime filter. Did you clean it, you oil it, you put it back on, you don't have any issues. There's a few other things that we did with these filters. This is, of course, a design that we sent them, and we actually had it all made. The first thing you're going to see is its size. The size next to a stock one it's much bigger. The diameter is more round, and this is literally the biggest air filter that you can fit in a stock KRX airbox. And the reason we did that is the bigger the air filter, the less likely you are for it to choke off, especially when it's dirty. So you still keep up, you maintain your power, but more importantly, you can go further distances without having to just simply pull it off and, you know, and check and see if you should clean it. And I mean, that's one of those huge advantages. Another big advantage is this is a 2-stage foam. So inside of it, and you know, I might as well pull it on out of the package here, since we're going to be doing an install video. On the inside of this, you're going to see it's yellow. This is 2-stage foam. It has a tighter foam, and then it has the looser outside foam. They're both oiled. They're both made to catch the crap. I'm really doing good today, aren't I, man? They're going to catch all that crap that's going to get in your engine. You've got 2 different stages that it's going to catch it. These things are simply oiled with an UNI air filter kit, and we've got these on the site, or you can even buy them with the air filter. But man, this is like the end all of fixing issues. Now, a lot of guys have been running these for years. Dirt bikes, motocross, I mean, ATVs, quads, Polarises, Can-Ams, everybody knows how good these are. And then you got the naysayers go, oh, I don't know, they get some oil in your tract and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you, if you got oil in my air tract, cool. It's catching the dirt that was coming through. And the only reason you're getting oil in your air tract is because you didn't know how to clean it and you put way too much cleaner oil on that thing. So there's videos. Matter of fact, I'll even try to link them in the description now that I think about it. But you need less oil than you actually think. But, you know, watch those videos. But so, hey, you get an oil in that tract, you're not going to go in and mess up sensors and other things. Just don't believe that stuff. Man, I've been using UNI forever. If UNI had made filters that were big enough to run in my race cars, I would have run them, because since I was a kid, I run UNI. I know a lot of people are sitting there right now going, yep, I know what he's talking about. So that's one of the big things. Now, even going to an UNI filter, it is not going to fix these problems of the dirt getting around. So in my design, we're doing a clamp-on air filter. This is the same thing you're using in any automotive car. It's in multiple UTVs, and why it wasn't used for this, I'm not sure, but the one thing about this is a little bit more difficult to install. So today I want to show you that, and got a bunch of props out here and everything else. One of the things, you guys, don't miss this on your package. We give you this package right here, and these are new rubber plugs, and they're going to be for your air filter box, and we're giving you 3 of them. So these things are probably going to last you 6, 7, 8 cleanings, 10 cleanings. It just depends on you and how fragile you are with them. But man, if you need more, this is a simple 1/2-inch plug, and just call us up. We'll send you guys some more. But I think that about covers that. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up, and I'm going to show you guys how to install this air filter in a KRX 1000, kind of. Okay, so I got my little setup set up, and I'm going to show you guys how to install this on a KRX 1000. And there was one little tricky part about this, and I'm going to try to explain it the best way I can. So one of the reasons I'm not going to install this in a KRX is it's just too hard to show you in there. It's too dark. So hey man, I got a brand new air filter assembly from the Kraken buggy that we're not using, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So basically the first thing you're going to do is, and if you imagine this is driver's side of the car, you're basically going to pull out the air filter. Hey, actually, that's pretty funny. Look at that. Dude, that's all dirt past the seals. And look at it in here. Hey, just so you know, this has like 9 miles on it. 9 miles. Trash. And so, hey, there is a huge thing to say right there, okay? That filter from the dealer, I believe, is like $60. I think even ours were 45 bucks for the other one. And I'm getting one trip out of these things, and I'm getting dirt in the intake. If you know anything about dirt in the intake, it goes right into your motor. It is ruining your pistons and your rings. It's wearing everything out. You lose compression, so many other things. Man, you guys, this is $79.95. All you do is take this thing, you put it in like hot soapy dish detergent like Dawn or something. You guys can wash it out. And like I said too, the service kits come with a full cleaner. I usually use a service kit cleaner and do a hot rinse out with Dawn dish detergent. But man, it is 80 bucks. That's it. You guys are done. No more of this expensive running of the Kawasaki. And that's one thing that has actually been really annoying to me is I've been feeling like I've been putting more money into air filters than I have fuel into the thing, so it's kind of crazy. We just did, what was that? We did a rally in the Pines in Idaho, and we actually changed out the air filter on the second day just because I just don't want to have a bad motor. So, sorry, rambling. Back to my story. So anyways, that's the first thing you need to do is pull out that air filter. The second thing you're going to do is really pretty simple. So if you look in the rear wheel well, you're going to see this air box mounted, and you're going to see this drain nipple. This is just simply like a washout to allow any kind of debris or water to fall out of here. So you East Coast guys, by the way, anybody that's going to be hitting deep water, do you guys just silicone this whole thing shut, put a plug over it, take this thing off, put a plug. You really kind of don't need that thing. So that's one thing. But you're going to see on this ridge, which is the closest one to this, is a 1/2-inch hole. Or we're going to put a dot for a 1/2-inch hole. So you want to find the center of this channel. Oops, camera died, and I just drilled the hole, but I want to show you guys what I did before we caught the camera died. It's real simple. So basically from this ridge, you need to find exactly a 1/2 inch from the edge. So I'll hold this against the edge, find a 1/2 inch, and you'll notice it's dead center in the center of my hole, and I did it dead center in the middle of this rib. That's where you want to put a hole. The easiest way to drill that hole, get yourself a step bit, put it in, and I would not drill all the way through because you need a clean cut hole. So I drilled through about 3/8 of an inch with a step bit, took it out, put in an actual 1/2 inch drill bit, and just revved it up, and boom, just put it right in, drilled that sucker out, and now it's exactly 1/2 inch is what you need. So now the next step is pretty simple. You're going to push that air filter in, and we're going to talk about how you're going to clock it. I don't think I covered that in the other video, but one of the tools, before I cut, one of the tools is you need a 5/16 socket, quarter drive, and a quarter drive extension. And if you even got a little nut driver for a 1/4 inch, this is the perfect tool. This is all you need for these things. The next step you want to do is you're going to take this air filter and you want to try to align so this is just pointing just at that hole. So when you put it in there, you're going to set it in, and Tommy, show him that side, and you're going to see this thing, it is the perfect size to fit in there. It goes nice and tight. The next thing I want to show you is you want to get a flashlight, you want to look into this hole, and this is how you're going to tighten it. So you're basically going to get in there and tighten it just like that, and that's all you need to do. So because that's so hard to show, I made this weird little thing, and I'm going to trade Tommy's spots a little bit. I made a box. This box represents this air cleaner housing, and if you noticed, I did the 1/2 inch hole here. So I figured if I had an open way to show you, this is the easiest way to try to explain this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to align this hose clamp, and it's moving around a lot, so make it a little tiny bit tighter so it doesn't move. So I'm going to try to align this and push it in my air box, and I'm going to align it so you want to be over here, Tommy, so that when you come through with your hole, you just basically come right in and hit it. So you may be like this, and of course you're never going to hit it. You may be like this, of course you're never going to hit it. But you just got to set it on there, look through there with a flashlight until you hit it, and then just push it on, tighten this thing up. It's really kind of that simple, guys. That's the only tricky part. Trade Tommy spots. That's the only tricky part to installing one of these. And I mean, we could have made it easier. We could have made it a slip-on. I mean, UNI has some other air filters and stuff that are push-on ones, but man, we didn't want that. We know where this issue is, and if I put my time and money behind it, I'm going to make sure that this thing is going to work, and I'm never going to have to worry about it. That's the way to do it. So, got to drill a hole, got to tighten the hose clamp. That's it. Other than that, we give you these. Like I said, these are your little rubber plugs. Tommy, come on in here. Okay, and then you got these nice little push pin plugs, so you're going to seal this hole back up. Now, the only reason we really want to seal this hole too is you just don't want dust to come in here. It's meant to come through the frog skins and everything else up above, so it's just going to hurt you here. You know, and like if you're an East Coast rider and you know you're down in deep water and you got a snorkel and stuff, hey man, this isn't going to be your best secure, but hey, call me. I've got a perfectly tight rubber plug that you could put in there if you're an East Coast guy, but everybody on the West Coast doesn't need that. So let me show you guys how to put this thing in there. So basically, you're just going to take it, make sure it's perfectly centered in there, and push it on in. That's it. Thing's sealed up. There, you've installed your UNI Air filter. How long do you go before you clean it? There is no way I am telling you guys that, because it is all up to you, your riding style, what you're doing, where you're at, how dusty it's been. But man, that is preventative maintenance, and you guys just got to do that. So I hope that that explained it. I kind of covered a lot of the cleaning of the thing and everything else. But hey, like I said, I'll link it in the description of how to clean these things. But I think this is a huge, huge, huge benefit to the KRX 1000. And honestly, it's been about time. Hopefully I covered everything, and if you guys got any questions, please put it in the comments, pick up that phone, call me. I'm always glad to hear from everybody. As I always say, man, please click that like and subscribe button. Me and my family greatly appreciate it, and keep that KRX running. Thanks.